Today, here I am making for you some flower resin coasters, and I'm going to try and make something to hold them that is not the usual. And one thing I want to show you is that this mold, we have made some lovely trays or vanity trays. Check the card above. But today I'm doing something unusual. So remember, your molds don't have to always do what the manufacturer has said you're going to do with it. Be creative. Check the card above on how I made some napkin holders using uh, a normal mold and did my own twist. And that's what we'll do here. So this is what we need. First, our molds, and everything I use is linked in the description box below in case you'd like to get your own set. And that's part of that adds a cent or shilling to my pocket. So thank you when you use that link. And this mold, we're using iridescent mauve white mica powder. It's almost like a satin, white satin, like a pearl but lighter, because this time I don't want it to be very dark. I want it to be almost translucent. We're using some artificial flowers and some gold leaf that I've crushed with my fingers. And remember our trick, if you've watched my previous video where we used gold leaf, I use flour when I'm handling gold leaf so that it doesn't stick to my fingers. That really is a hack I really love finding out. So let me wear my gloves, my mask, my hand shield, mix the resin, and show you how we are doing this. Doing this when the resin is still tacky enough that the flowers don't sink on the gold leaf ensures us they cure together, and then we don't have to do a third layer. So the first layer, then we put the flowers, they cure in, and then we do the final layer instead of having to do a layer for setting now the flowers and then do another top layer just in case the flowers float. They have cured, but there's something I always tell you, and check the card above on how I clean my molds. One of the things I try to do even as before I demold is remove using this tape, and I prefer it doesn't leave residue on the mold. I clean it up, the glitters, the excess, the resin that goes on top, because the harder part of the mold to clean is always the inside. So if I remove this in advance, then I don't have to do much more cleaning, because the inside, unless on the side, will have cured. So that's what I try to do. The things that are stubborn, pick, and then check the card above on what else you do, especially when it's stuck some more. And like these bigger pieces, just peel off this bigger piece like that, break it off, and then just anything stubborn, just go around. Then I will not have to clean this mold much more unless there's really too much more to do. All right, that was just a tip. So now let's demold. Which one should we start first? I think let's demold this. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the floral bit looks on the other side. It already looks so nice. See on this side, the crackle effect. Sadly, that's not the side people see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at those flowers and the glitters. I love how it has turned out without being too much. I love it. I love it. See the side when you look at it on the side, and I'll show you a close-up photo and videos when I'm going to sort of do a reveal at the end of this with the styling and all. So please stay till the end to see that. And if by the way you like what I've done, remember to subscribe and press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos, and especially because I'll be sharing this on how I'll use them in my home. So please stay tuned, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok to see how now I'll be styling this and other pieces I've been making in this season for my new home. All right, let's demold it. I just want to show you one because I think that's how they all are. The other side, the way I told you, I wanted it to be translucent, not opaque. Look at that. All right, so I'll just do the others first. There it is. Look at it close up. That's the side we wanted. The flowers covered. Not sinking. Glitter not sinking, just on top. These have some sharp edge because I didn't dome it. Remember, I only used half the mold, because if I use the full mold, it is too thick for coasters, but it's very good if you're making keepsakes. So I used half the mold. So what happens in that case, because it's not doming over, it forms a sharp edge that rises a bit, and it's okay because it's a coaster to have that rise, but I don't want this sharp bit not to cut me, my guests, because this set is for my home. And if you'd like a set like this, I have different colors of flowers, DM me on Instagram and TikTok at Juliet Migu Inspires, and we can talk about it. And in time, I'll be able to put my website under these videos, and if you'd like to get your own, you can let me know. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this creation. And I'll do this, then show you how they look. Really nicely, nice close-ups. God bless you, Barakatele. See you on my next video. Sometimes, like this piece that has grooves, it's harder to do this. I would now, and this one doesn't have too much, and this is what I meant. If it domes, you can see if it domes, the edges are not too sharp, but they're still sharp. So I'll just file a bit with a nail file, and this I find is easier to, instead of a sandpaper, I find sometimes this is easier on such a piece too, to control so that it doesn't bruise where I don't want it to. So it's just a light sand like this. And if you're doing a big amount, see, like this is just one piece, but if you're doing several special pieces and you're filing, please remember to wear your mask, especially like when you're sanding a piece with a big sander, let's say somewhere outdoors, but it applies even indoors, like when you're doing a piece like this. If you're doing many of them, wear your mask. Yeah, that's nice and smooth. Just wipe it down now.